Hi everybody. My name is Bernabe López. I'm journalist of Telemundo channel and Testigo Directo channel, and we have new live stream in this Facebook in my channel, and it is an honor because for the visit our friend, a dear friend Juan Carlos, expert in the topics like aliens, like paranormal activity. Oh, very good and very interesting this topic because today we're gonna to talk about the school alien. Juan Carlos, welcome. How are you?
I'm very fine, my friend. I am very glad to be in your program. Yes, we are going to talk about this interesting topic this time. I think you know about the extraterrestrial schools that have been founded in different parts of the world. For example, I don't know if you know about the Paracas schools or Cranium. It was founded in about 1920 of the last century, of course. It is the different shaped. It is a longer cranium. It's very different as the human cranium. It's very different. It is about 300 longest cranium was founded by Mr. Julio Telo. It was discovered in Paracas, Peru. It is very interesting that cranium. I think you know something about it. You have told me this time you know the similar cranium here in Bolivia.
Okay, uh, I gonna looking for this Paracas in Peru. But at the beginning, my dear Juan Carlos, um, we want to know about this recent interview that you had with a guy from Spain. It's correct.
Yes, I made an interview about 2 weeks ago. It is Mr. Ivan Perez. He is Spanish. He found a cranium, but it is not only him. I will tell you the story. It's about 1985, 1990. He was traveled and he is living in the in León. It's León. It's a place. It's a small city, small town in Spain. The
Spain,
dog,
right?
yeah, the Ivan's dog is very big. He told me that. Find that cranium. That's the cranium.
Yes,
It
guys,
is very
I show you this crane, but can you describe the shape um, about this school? I see
yes.
eyes
According
like a mouth. I don't know.
according his according him, this cranium it could have six, yeah, eye sockets. Eye sockets. This is the cranium. We have the eyes. The eye socket is inside our skull. Yeah, okay. In this case, it
Yeah.
has about 4 or 6 eye sockets in the cranium. It's very different from the other
Excuse
craniums.
me. It's probably that this alien has a 6 or 4 eyes in
Yes,
in his face. Oh my God,
in
it's
her
very
face,
interesting.
in its face. No, his or he, but it is face. It is very
Yeah.
different. It's very small, not as a big one. It is small. Not only that, it don't have ears. Ears don't have ears. It's only without ears. It is without ears. So, and the teeth, it's only two and other two. You remember the Predator? I don't know if you have
Yes. Yes. Yes.
picture,
Please
it's
wait, Juan Carlos,
the
because
same.
I have this picture about the predator. Because I remember when I saw this picture, I'm looking for the predator image. Let me present that.
So
Oh yes,
it is he
this is
found
the
in 1985, in 1990, Mr. Ivan Perez. But next year it was
López.
put in the dog's house. Dog's house. It is put on the dog's house. But there is another cranium, but this is the similar ones. It was founded in Rhodope, Bulgaria. That's the predator. You know, it is very similar that the cranium is. Don't have
Yes,
ears,
but it has
ears,
two eyes, right? Two eyes, no
two eyes,
four
but the
or
other one
six.
is four or six. I will tell you. You can looking for if you want the Rhodope schools in Bulgaria. You will find the same
Right.
cranium. If you want looking for now, you will find this. It is the same. So, what is the conclusion of this? There is different creatures in different places of the world, like the extraterrestrial ones, living in the same times with the human beings.
Oh my God. Is Juan Carlos, can you see this these fangs like a tooth?
The
Do you
teeth,
understand this fangs in this face? These fangs?
yes, it is true.
A four fangs, very large
It's
in the middle of this
crossing,
face.
yes, but
Exactly.
it's crossing the mouth. If you see the
It's possible
cranium
that
again, you
your yeah, okay.
there
But it's possible that
there is
this alien eats something people, animals. What is your opinion?
the animals are different, are the aliens, of course. It isn't someone said that the cranium it was a cow or uh, other animals like that. It isn't a cow or a baby cow. It isn't. It is different. It's totally different. You know, in the outer space, in other places of the universe, there is a lot of life in different kinds of shapes, not only like we are. Look at this. This is the cranium and the other extraterrestrial. That is very different than the other one. I think it is the Rhodope school that is founded in Bulgaria.
Okay, this is the first school that discovered in
Yes,
this world, right?
yes,
After
but it isn't.
is
But it isn't
in the
only
Spain.
not. Yes, it founded in Spain, but there is another similar like this in Bulgaria. But it is two.
Bulgaria, right? Eh, Between Spain and Bulgaria, there are many kilometers, right? How
Yes,
do you explain this culture in another countries?
the extraterrestrial beings are in different places of the world, not only in Spain, but the legend about this cranium it says there is a small creature like this living in the nearest of the gold mine with the mineral gold mine and the silver mines that it is in Spain and it is in Bulgaria. So they are the protectors, I think, to protect the gold and the silver mineral, like the Tio here in Bolivia.
Yeah, but I have one question, Juan Carlos, because there are are many pictures drawn about the aliens. Let me present this picture. And I don't know what is the difference between this picture and the recent picture that you share with me. Okay, let me show you.
Okay.
Another there are
Yes.
many differences with this school of the alien, but this alien doesn't exist.
There is a lot of extraterrestrial beings in all the universe. All
Oh
the
yeah,
beings, like we are, it is the exactly we need with our planet. For example, you need a ferrum. Yeah, you know, ferrum is inside our blood. It's the color of our blood. So, potassium, calcium, magnesium is in our planet. We need a
exactly.
mineral. That mineral is inside you, inside we. The other extraterrestrials, maybe it has in the blood like a gold or a silver or another kind of minerals. It isn't the same and don't breathe in oxygen. It could be another gas, for example, butano. It's maybe or another one because it's the constitution of the planet. We have water here in our planet. We need to drink water because it needs our bodies. But these extraterrestrials, who knows? They don't need water, or it is a poisoning for them. It could be possible, perhaps, but they are very different. For example, their eyes are different. It's all in black. Why? Because
Exactly.
maybe it is very nearest to its sun. So that's the reason it has the black eyes. We have different eyes because we are in the third place of the solar system. That's the difference between this extraterrestrial or another one in all the universe.
Exactly. But I have another question, my dear Juan Carlos, and appreciate your collaboration for this topic. Um, uh, how do aliens fit? Because it's the difference. The shape of this mode is the difference. But is my question how the this aliens fit? Um,
They are,
for example, animals, vegetables. I don't know.
yes, it could be they are tall or small or different as we are. They are eat another kind of things. It could be eat animals or vegetables or they eat minerals. It could be possible. So there is a many options you can see because the universe is very wide. It's very impressive. It's infinite, the universe. So there is a lot of uh, beings, extraterrestrial beings in different places. But not only the material
Because,
bodies like we are. It could be energy, only energy. For example, like spirits, they are flying or they are lighting, like only light.
but this alien, like a predator, has a foot very large, and so I think it's can eat something animals, big animals, because the mouth is very big.
Yes, uh,
What is your
according the
opinion?
movie, according the movie, I don't know if you remember, they are eat uh, human people or other animals. It is the mouth is appropriate to eat that kind of food. For example, a human or an animal it is very different, or they are drink blood like a chupacabra.
Yes, yes, maybe whatever. We can keep going with this interview with Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos Aliaga is expert in Bolivia about the topics of the aliens. Juan Carlos, we can to talk about the tiny mummy. The tiny mummy is in the Patapatani Museum next to the Titicaca Lake. Please.
Okay, do you have the picture? I think there is a lot of mummies in, for example, in the Altiplano or High Plateau. It is in the different places. I don't know if you have the picture, but we are going to talk about it. But I think it's very interesting that I you showed me last week. It is a longer cranium like the Paracas. We were talking about in this night.
Yes. We're going to talk about this shape of this weird skulls. It is the third skull we can to talk with Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, it's a crane or like a skull from Alien.
Yes, I think it is because it's very different from the other craniums of the human beings as we are. For example, all craniums, me and you and other people, we have the sagittal suture. I will tell you what is sagittal suture. You remember this is the cranium is divided in two places, different. Yeah, this is the frontal. Yeah, and the other aquí, occipital and parietal, and the suture is here in the middle, the suture. This cranium don't have the suture, sagittal suture, here in the cranium. It is only the frontal and the occipital one here in the back of the head. It is different. The human body includes that the people put the baby's cranium with wood in the cranium to make that kind of shape. But this is the real extraterrestrial cranium, the same as the Paracas. I'm repeating all the time the Paracas because it is very similar one. If you compare between this one, Patapatani, I think, or the yeah, yes, it is very similar. If you are looking for the Paracas cranium, you will see the same. Sagittal suture, this is in the middle of our cranium. If these craniums don't have.
Exactly. Let me show you. This is a Paracas. It's a similar like a tiny mummy, right?
Yes. Look at this. It is the same. It has the frontal here.
Yes.
Don't have sagittal suture. Yeah. And the back, the occipital here in the head, it is put inside it. Don't have sagittal suture.
So, what do you think this is a shape? I remember in the Tiwanaku culture, there are something theories talk about the connection with the energy of the superiors, gods, and in our culture there are many schools, along schools, but it's possible to connect with energy to develop something connection, telepathic connection is possible, Juan Carlos.
Yes, this cranium not is only elongated and nothing else. The capacity of the brain inside the cranium is very bigger than our is. For example, our brain is very small than this one, our brain here inside us, but it has all the powers like telepathy and the connection with the universe and the telekinesis and other ones it has because it is very different. The brain inside is not only a long cranium, nothing else. Because the capacity inside is very different, and the sockets of the eyes are different too. The eyes are sockets are very different, like the aliens one is different. So, and here in the place in the ear, it is different too, as we are.
Yes, it's very different. So, Juan Carlos, how many races of aliens do you know?
We know,
Uh,
my, you are talking, I know, or the scientifics or other ones knows.
you, because you're an expert in this topic. I don't know because in when you share your interview with this guy from Spain, I was very surprised because I don't know because I told you I thought there are only only one race of the aliens, but it's possible there are many races or many kind of aliens, my dear.
There is a lot of extraterrestrial beings in all the universe. For example, we are talking about only this kind of extraterrestrial. Someone says it is Anunnaki extraterrestrial. It could be possible. But there is
Yeah.
another one. For example, I am in contact with the lions or felinos extraterrestrial with connected with a telepathy when I was 14 years old. But it's another kind of extraterrestrial. But there is another, the Pleiadians and other ones in all the different people has contact with other kinds of extraterrestrials. But this one that you are showing in the picture is the same as the Anunnaki and the reptilians extraterrestrials. Not only the Paracas or the Patapatania is that in Bolivia, it is the same and the pharaoh's heads. You know, it's conic or elongate heads too. The pharaohs in Egypt and in other places in Africa, in Mexico, Mayan and the Azteca people, it's the same, the cranios. So the gods,
But
yeah, the gods
Juan
are
Carlos, uh,
the
do,
Anunnaki.
yeah, but do you think or do you believe that undiscovered alien races?
They discovered the scientific knows and they make a contact. You remember that in 1947, when the UFO crash in United States, you remember in Area 51, you know that there's an alien that fell down and the president, I want to remember, I can't remember the name of
Yeah.
the president, Eisenhower. Eisenhower made a contact
Wisdom.
and
I said,
contract, not only contact and contract, yeah, contract with the aliens to they share the technology to us. The extraterrestrial make the technology send to us.
exactly. Oh, I remember someone told me there are the the humanity, excuse me, uh, um, run at the time, yeah, uh, uh, um, thank thank you to this contact that you told me. It's very possible that the discovery the cell phones, about the technology, this technology is from aliens, Juan Carlos. It's possible.
Yes, all the supplies that we have now, for example, TV, cells, for example, the um, other discoveries in the science is take it out from the UFO crash in all the world, and
Yeah.
the engineering is the different, like they invented and they copied from the UFO crash.
Oh, oh, very good, my friend. I believe that more races will continue to discover it in here in our planet. What is the message? Because something expert told me there are hard years in the future. It's possible the message. Uh, what do you think that the message about these discoveries? The discovered these schools, these theories. I don't know. What is your opinion, Juan Carlos?
That the message that the extraterrestrial gives to the humankind is the next. It must be peaceful place. The earth must be a peaceful place to live. It must not be wars again. It must not be a racism and the other things that we are living now. The poor and the rich people. It must be a different world. That's the a message that the extraterrestrial gives to our humanity.
Is I mean that if our people don't listen this message, it's probably that we don't have this planet. It's possible the destruction of our planet.
The government in all the planets, it isn't what is the right or the left politician thinks, is the same. They want to have a lot of money, a lot of minerals, and esclavize the people here in the earth, in our planet. But the extraterrestrial will act when the world will be in dangerous, in very, very, very dangerous, in the world next to the destruction of our mankind, of our humanity. They will be here in all the cities on the world in the day, night, and afternoon, all day. The spaceships will all the world because they are saying and giving the message that must be the government of the world is end and the new world order and the new world in the our planet will be different. We are going to begin a new time in this world next year.
Thank you, thank you. It's very important that you say to us. It's very important. Thank you, Juan Carlos. Um, and finally, this is a stream live for my fan page of Facebook. So thank you for everyone to watching this transmission. Thank you, Juan Carlos, because this is a third, yeah, the third post in English. Uh, we to talk we talk about that UFO, the aliens is very important because in Bolivia there are an investigation about this topic. So thank you, Juan Carlos, for your connection. And what is your finally words for our audience?
Yes, you must see the sky. If you have a camera, take off the pictures with the camera. If you can travel to
Okay.
different places, must take the picture. You will find a small light or uh, spaceship, UFO in this case.
Yes, yes. I remember when I was in the Benny department in San Borja. I saw, I saw. I thought that maybe this is a star, and I was with a friend. Um, I don't remember Julian. Yeah, is a is a indigenous, but I told him, "Can you look this star?" And when I look the star, it's this movement. It was like a yeah, el, uh, horizontal after vertical, and again horizontal. I don't believe. I don't believe. But thank you, Juan Carlos, and appreciate everyone to connect it for this stream live, and we can to talk about another topics, Juan Carlos, in the next Monday. Is possible?
Yes, we are going to talk about the astrological influence in our life. You know about the
Oh,
astrologic in papers and net. You know that, but which is the real influence the stars in our life? We are going to talk about Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and other signs of the zodiac, and
Zodiac,
you
right?
have a lot of surprises.
Oh, well, I invite you in the next connection. Thank you, Juan Carlos. You have a good night.
Okay, my friends, we are going to talk about a lot of things next week.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, my
And take
friend, we are going
bye
to
bye.
be in contact. It's very better. It's better, better, and better and better. It's good.
We keep going, going, going. Go ahead. Bye bye.
Yes.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
my friend. See you next week.
Save you. Bless you.
Bye bye.
Let me 1 minute.